providing sufficient evidence to establish the risk.
In this Canada Border Services Agency document, an enforcement officer says, "I am not in receipt of evidence which demonstrates that, among other reasons, their condition is unstable and uncontrolled, or that their condition is fatal." Amanat, though, feels otherwise.
I'm terrified of having to be someone that I'm not.
Meanwhile, neither Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada or the Minister of Immigration responded to our request for comment by deadline. Heather?
All right, Kamal, thank you. Firearm safety and education is the basis of an agreement signed today between the Métis Nation Saskatchewan and the provincial government.
When you look at the importance of hunting and fishing and whatnot to not only Indigenous people but to Métis people in Saskatchewan, it's of paramount importance.
The Memorandum of Understanding is aimed at education about firearm use, increasing licensing, and reducing criminal punishments for regulatory offences. It also pledges to protect the rights of Métis firearm owners. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith is forging ahead on her threat to invoke the Sovereignty Act over the Trudeau government's clean electricity targets.
There's a lot of reason to believe that our power generators would be able to get to 2050, but they cannot get to 2035. We will not put our operators at risk of going to jail if they do not achieve unachievables.
This controversial legislative tool has never been used to ignore federal directives the province believes are unconstitutional. And Alberta's resource policies were at the center of a protest today where people demanded a halt to a major logging project. They worry it could have severe environmental impacts on a province already struggling with drought and water shortages. Tyler Barrow has